man. Like, you don't know him as anything.
He's like a Persian guy.
As the guy out of Johnny Five is Alive. Greg was like, oh, who is that guy? I recognise him. I'm like, the reason you recognise him but can't put your finger on it is because you are used to seeing him as an Indian man in that film. He's like, what? Like, yeah, it's fuck that, innit? Like, really, really weird. That's his whole career.
His whole career was Benjamin.
Benjamin. That is his name, isn't it?
Benjamin, no disassemble. It's recording. I'm so glad that's recording.
Benjamin, no disassemble. Fuck me. Johnny Five is alive.
Johnny Five is alive, yeah. Benjamin, disassemble.
Fucking hell! I can't believe you just remembered that.
Oh, I could pull key things out of the out of both films.
I can't.
Is it NORAD, the company that's coming after him?
No fucking idea.
Yeah.
That's a real thing, though, isn't it?
Stephanie, beautiful woman.
You must have watched that so many times.
Oh, fucking
starting to get a bit worried about
Did
it.
you want to be that guy? You wanted to be him, didn't you?
You just see him running around school covered in tinfoil.
I wanted to be
Johnny Five is alive!
I wanted to be Johnny Five.
Jason Five is alive.
Jason Five is alive. That's gonna be the opening.
Oh, God.
2/3 One podcast. 2/3 One podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 4 of 2/3 One podcast. I am Hopstein and as usual I am with the infamous
Lejebo.
and today we have a special guest.
Oh.
We have Arron from
Mashed.beer.
Yeah.
A little bit of now on the internet, innit?
A little bit of
nothing.
A little bit of nothing on the socials,
That's
on
it,
the old
yeah.
Nuts and Ones.
Content.
Hashtag content.
So we met in 2015 on a stag do.
Yeah.
And this, and then obviously we went to the wedding, and this is the first time we've actually met up with each other again.
Yeah. We went to Dublin
On
Paddy's Day for a stag. So obviously we drank a lot of nice normal craft beer and not like just had Guinness and like
And Jameson all day.
and we like really tried to get some culture in that, and it wasn't just silly. But yeah, here we are.
I know.
We had some box teas.
Honestly, I still keep going on about them box teas. I'm not even kidding.
I've had the box teas twice now.
Like,
right?
if I even ever come across anyone Irish, I'm like, have you had a box tea? They're like, get out.
Get out, leave me alone.
If anyone says I'm going to Dublin, that is the first place I recommend. You got to get the box teas, mate. You got to get the box teas.
Absolutely.
Get the box teas.
I miss them.
On
We've
that,
started.
How are we all actually doing?
Alright.
I'll start with you, Jason. You
I'm
alright?
I'm alright. Excited for episode 4.
Yeah.
Full of the usual nonsense. We've got Peakman.
Yeah.
You got to explain that one.
Because
You look like Jesse. Done.
Yeah. He used to make meth in a caravan. He's Mackham.
I think it's because I'm called Arron the same as the actor behind Pinkman.
Yeah,
as
correct.
opposed to anything else that I've got up to.
His name's Arron. We thought his name was Paul, and then the rest of it's just
kept going, yeah.
a quick connection.
He loves science.
Yeah. I also love your t-shirt as well. I've made several in the time I've been here before pressing record. I keep going on about it. I'm hoping he's going to give us it as like a memento.
Yeah.
He's not.
No.
Is he? Bastard.
I mean, you can get that now, can't you? Sure.
No, that one.
Actually, who is your favourite Mick Foley character?
Oh, Cactus.
Cactus.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No one liked Dude Love, did they?
No, that was bollocks, that, wasn't it?
Fucking nonsense.
They all came out at once. Well, not at once. One after the other in the
Yeah.
Royal Rumble, and no one cared about Dude Love.
No.
What is that? It's not even anything.
It was this
The
very
wrong-
strange turn, wasn't it?
It was the wrong time.
Very strange turn.
That was his gay phase, wasn't it?
Experimental
Yeah.
phase.
It's like, I really like tie-dye and just dancing and like, just don't judge me. And
But his smiley face t-shirt was wicked though.
Yeah.
I liked his
I think
costume. That was like, everyone's wearing tie-dye bullshit now, but that was his back.
do you think he'd be in now?
Oh yeah, he'd be well bang on trend.
Yeah.
Why did Mankind stick when Cactus Jack was the best one?
Socky.
Yeah, there's Mr. Socko, and also he used to pull out his own hair on TV. When he was like, he gets stressed out and do that and
That
pull
was
his
fake
hair
hair,
out.
surely.
No, that was just his hair. And I think if once you see someone do that, you probably want to watch them do that again.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he looked like the broken down geography teacher. Basically had a crisis because he always had the untucked white shirt.
Yeah.
It looked like he'd
was
taught a
looking
class
like-
and he'd come in like he's just snapped because there's 3 pricks in the class for years like us giving him shit and he just fucking has a breakdown, takes a chair to someone's back.
Yeah. The geography teacher,
Yeah.
specifically geography. So he's like, what, the pricks are shouting about Oxbow Lakes.
Yeah.
He's lost the fucking plot.
He's lost the plot because we can't get cumulonimbus right.
But then there was one character, Mankind, who would take a lot of punishment, but then Cactus Jack had like...
Deal it out.
Deal it out. So it was like 2
Whoa.
spectrums. Like,
Where's Dude Love though?
just giving out love.
Nice. Look at this. It's 20 years later, but we finally cracked it.
We've cracked the code
right
on
here.
Mick Foley.
Right here.
On the
What you
231
would expect.
podcast,
Maybe
we've
we'll get him on the
cracked.
podcast one
We've
day.
cracked Mick Foley's game plan over all these years. But love you, Mick.
We should have just hold up lumberjacks, just like in his
Love you,
honour,
Mick.
yeah. Maybe we'll get a
Rip
2x4 with barbed wire on the table next week.
Yeah. Yeah, episode 5, table ladders and chairs.
That'll be classic. That'll be Swanton bombing off.
Yeah. I'm going to pull some the Dragon Steamboat classic wrestling moves out there off the top turnbuckle. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Was he the one with the...
Big wings. No, that's Rick the Model
Spat.
Martel.
That was Rick Martel, yeah.
Dragon had like
What was
wings.
that thing?
Yeah, wings in his costume.
Was it like the barber thing? Like he would...
It was his
Oh,
model
it was
dreams, I think.
aftershave, yeah. It was like, oh, you can smell like the model, and then he would do like blind people with it.
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
That's what that was.
Rick the Model
Blinding.
Martel. You couldn't have that in wrestling now, could you? Because it's quite pink and phallic. And he squirt you in the face.
That
with
is the
it.
problem with wrestling. There's no characters.
There's no funny characters.
Yeah, there's no classic.
There's only Undertaker, and has he finally gone now?
Yeah, I think it's
That's
he's
the
like
last
got no
one song.
hips left.
He's run out of steroids.
He's hipless. Yeah.
He cannot have any more steroids.
Yeah, I think he's
All
had
body
multiple
parts.
hip operations.
Yeah.
Now, hasn't he?
What
He's
a
old.
guy.
He's an old man, and no one needs to see an
Fuck
old
me, he
man.
must be.
being-
Yeah, he must be like 60. Isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's there.
I tell
Hey,
you,
Sting wrestled like 3 weeks ago, and he's
Fuck
literally
off.
62 years old.
I heard that.
I tell you, who doesn't look good now? Ric Flair. Ric Flair does
He's
not.
98, that's why.
He
looks
looks
like,
mad, doesn't he?
He looks like that leather hold all at the back of your cupboard that you've forgotten about. Yeah. You know,
You're a toiletry guy.
No.
the one that I've still got that gift from from the stag doing.
20-year-old Christmas.
Like, God, what is that?
Even when you open
Ric
it,
Flair.
it goes, woo!
That could work. That's a gimmick. That is
Because it makes that noise as you open it. Woo! Ric Flair.
Right,
Yeah.
standout beers. So yeah,
Back to the podcast.
Yeah, right, anyway.
This is a recurring segment, I think, where we talk about standout beers that we've had recently.
Oh,
Um,
that Verdant number I had at Plug the other day, that was lovely.
it's the trumpet one.
Yes.
I played a tune.
Yeah, I played a tune from Trumpet, trumpetboy.com.
And then I messaged you. I'd had that
Like 6 years ago.
6 years ago,
Yeah.
and the colour was a lot different. Like
Yeah.
this was a rusty kind of West Coasty colour, but
yeah.
yours was like a hazy yellow.
Yeah. Those that can't see this, which is everyone,
For the visual, for the
I'll,
visual impaired.
we might put a picture of it on the on the wall at the back.
Shit! Look at that.
Yeah, fucking huge.
So hazy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot different to the one I
Very
sent.
different.
yeah. But I only had a third because I was driving.
Well, that was more than what I had. So when I had that, it was the day before my mate Rob's wedding, and my mate Gaz was in charge of all the beers, and he decided to buy lots of cans, but then we shared them between lots of people.
Right.
So we ended up having lots of tasters.
That's what you did with us before the show there, when we were like, oh, let's just have some of this, and you poured like basically about 92% of a what is it, like a 15-mile round trip or whatever it was, into your glass. And me and Jason are like, what the fuck's going on here?
We shared a smell.
Yeah, it's lovely, wasn't it? Smelled lush.
We
We had a shout out of Rick Marshall.
Well, it's a good job I'm treating you with some beers then.
Yeah, man.
Woo,
It's lovely.
exciting.
Recent beers I had the Northern Monk Patrons with Overtone and Rivington recently. That was fire.
Yeah.
It's so on my to-do list is the Northern Monk lads sent me a box, one of their patrons' boxes.
The subscription box.
Yeah, so they sent one of those to me and James for mashed, but we're going to share that.
Yeah.
Like, so we're going to meet up and share them between us, go through all the beers. But meeting up has been an absolute nightmare. So it's like it's like last month's box, but it's in the fridge. It's like it's so cold. Like I can't wait to have it, but like it's just our schedules won't let us have it. But like I'm really bang on to have that Northern Monk box. It's like a raspberry and hibiscus sour or something in there.
Oh,
There's some
that's gonna
stuff
be like-
happening in that box.
That sounds like it'll make your lips curl.
That's what it. Yeah, that's
Teeth
it.
go.
That's it. No, not lips.
Lips curl.
Um,
Hibiscus is a proper sour, like smacking the chops. It's horrible.
I
I've had a
found.
few. They're not too bad.
Oh no, I'd like pure hibiscus and
Oh,
tequila. Not a good look.
I found Wally Wine Shop recently. Wally. I don't know how you say it. It's up near
Wally.
Clitheroe.
Wally.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
The wine store there's got like a bit of a beer selection, and when I went in the other day, they had Chiesa, which is a Spanish brewery, and I had all three of the IPAs that they had there.
Oh, I think I
and
seen that
was
on your
good.
Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banging, really good. The Citra IPA. So there is one of those in the fridge, right? Not the
exciting.
Citra.
Oh.
A collab they've done with someone else is in the fridge there for us, because I've made it. Me and James have made it a mission this year to have 500 beers each, new beers.
Okay.
So I couldn't buy the same beer again. It's
okay.
It's not economically sustainable.
Where are you up to?
Like 305, 310, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's all right. It's going okay.
I mean, Christmas is a big period, isn't it? So you'll get a big chunk there.
I'll get a lot of like Iron Maiden stuff bought for me off relatives there, and I'll bump the numbers with like Ghost Ship from our band. I'll get some of that.
Newcastle Brown.
Yeah. Whoa, I've never checked that one in. Newcastle Brown Ale. Ooh, I've had the other ones.
Accent sounds like you might have had that.
Yeah, I've had that one. Yeah. I'll get you a number off the Untappd, but I think we're about 310 at the moment, so I'm behind the pace. But,
And is it a competition to get there first?
no, it's
just
a
a mission.
A milestone.
Just a mission with a mate.
It's a really irresponsible mission with a mate to each have 500 beers.
And where's James
So
up to?
he's ahead of me, but I'm catching up, but only because of his lethargy, as opposed to my, I'm not being determined. He's just fallen off the pace.
I think you'll do it. I think Christmas is a big period.
Yeah, I think I'll do it, and then I think maybe January, February, I might have a divorce. So you know what I mean? I think she might leave me if I do that. But
I go through some weeks and I'm like, I've not drank much this week. And I look at Untappd and I'm like, I drank 12 different beers. What the hell? There's 7 days in a week. What the hell happened? Friday and
I've
Saturday
drank
just
12
went
beers
off.
in 2 days.
why is my car on fire?
I'm really the way. I just don't buy a lot and don't drink a lot at home anymore. After lockdown, where I was drinking every hour, I've just stopped, which is why I brought Foam Big Shipper to the mix.
Are you enjoying the solo escapades a bit more now?
Yeah, so I'll go and try something.
It'd be nice if you
Yeah,
invite me, it's like we've got a podcast, by the way, so it'd be great.
I'll have to tell you about that after.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you off camera.
Sounds a bit
Details.
mean,
Details.
You're just not in.
We're not inviting
It's schedules and stuff, and if I'm just about and I can jump on the bus and go town and have one at Plugs, I'll just go and have one at
I
Plugs.
see the fallout happening already.
Yeah.
The trouble is,
Schedule's at night.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to hang out with you.
no, it's got dark outside and I'm getting dubious.
Yeah.
Well, you're back.
If I could order an Uber.
I've got a segment where we're going to talk about the previous episode. I don't think people do this on a podcast. They talk about the previous episode.
Not really.
We make a lot of mistakes, so I thought
It's funny
it's
though.
good to go back and rectify.
Housekeeping.
Great, exactly.
Corrections and whatever.
The first one was we decided to record Saturday afternoon on the last one, so we massively regretted that because energy was low. Nobody records a podcast on a Saturday afternoon.
Sober.
I record my pod. I do a podcast. I'm going to do some plugging.
Yeah,
I do a podcast where
plug.
me and my mate Greg watch an episode of Friends every week and then talk about it, and then we record that literally at between 8 and 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning every week.
Really?
And somehow have a bit of energy. Wow. I think because we both have 2-year-olds.
But it's like going to the cafe and having a coffee. It's like you're in Central Perk, right?
He's got it. He's got it. Wow. Wow. Yeah, why haven't we thought of that? It's been a year.
We're on season 2. Like, oh my god.
They're on season 2, and it's called Pals Watch Friends.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The Pals Watch Friends podcast.
It's everywhere. It's nowhere.
Tune in now.
Yeah.
Tune in now.
Have a listen.
And those that have never watched Friends,
don't bother.
don't bother.
So yeah, I think so. This is why we've decided to record now on a Friday evening. Had a few pre-drinks.
We've warmed up.
Warmed up. Yeah.
We've lubricated the vocals.
Yeah.
I did my Benedict Cumberbatch.
You did something with a stick.
Yeah, I did something with a stick. They waved a stick around.
Yeah.
Pretended that I was flying a drone. That was also quite fun.
How much more warming up can you do?
Yeah.
That's it.
I think another clip from the previous episode was my aromatic enthusiast, my ejacu sniff that I had. Did you see that?
I didn't.
Oh.
Oh, go and watch it.
Right now?
Yeah, watch it right now. Show him the clip because obviously there's very 2 different levels of beer knowledge on the scale.
Yeah.
And if we're looking at the scale, you guys are really on one end of it.
I'm so far behind him.
Oh, well, if you're so far behind him, I'm in a different time zone because obviously 2 different ways. I probably don't have the best nose, and we both sniffed the same beer, and I went, yeah, it smells like a beer. And watch this. This is what you'll get from a sniff from.
I have not seen this.
Grapefruit. What he said. White bread. Biscuits. It's a bottle of biscuits or something. I don't think I smell it.
Bottle of biscuits.
It smells well different. It's got more citrus. I get the white wine.
Wait, what?
Basically, my nose is shit. Yeah, nice delicateness to it. That one.
But I mean, that brings us on to one of the whole premises of the last podcast was my outrageous statement going, I tried Don Zocco Big Foam on tap at Plug and Taps and instantly reminded me of Lonebrow. They don't smell anything like, they don't taste anything like, but I just don't know where that, it must be that German style.
I get
triggered something in my brain, but I didn't get the smells that he's
His
got.
brain's addled.
Do you know what? Like so confused with it. Like there's certain, like the big flavour bits. I'm like, yeah, that. But like, I don't know.
The
so
nuances.
Like when I'm like, as soon as I get to stone fruit, I can't go any lower than that. I'm like, I can't go. Yeah, peach. I'm like, nah, just fruit.
I was really blessed as a kid living at home. My mum used to bring in so many exotic fruits. She was a massive lover of that sort of fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
So we always had it in the house. I didn't have it all the time, but like, it's a memory.
See,
and
so like
I can relate to that memory. And I can go back to it, and I'm just like, oh, yeah.
So I'm from Sunderland, and when we had exotic fruits, it was like an apple. So I'm great at cider.
We'll do a few ciders.
We'll do some ciders one day.
You'll absolutely smash it.
Well, do you know what? Whatever we crack open first,
Yeah.
we'll all have one big sniff, and we'll all say the first
One word.
first word that comes out after we've sniffed it. And let's see what we get.
I don't want to go. Biscuits.
Beer.
Yeah.
Biscuits.
Beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
delicious stone fruit back in 1996 when my mum came home from the leisure centre.
Majule dates.
All right, man.
Majule dates on a crisp autumn day.
I'm watching Matilda. I remember.
Classic film, though. Classic.
I'm getting not so funny in Matilda.
Another thing that I didn't actually butcher on the last episode was the Don Zoko story.
Hey.
I was actually quite close. He
Very
did
good.
actually go to study, and then because he was in Germany, he was watching people drink all these lagers, and then obviously he learned a lot. I'm not sure if he had that gap year, as I
That might not
suggested,
be real.
but he learned a lot whilst he was in Germany.
Yeah.
Brought it back, and then that's why he got all the education for like making a really good lager.
Right.
And brought it to Hartlepool.
Because that's the.
I didn't even know that was from Hartlepool.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why we then.
That was part of your northeast trip.
That was part of the northeast thing, which is
No
the
way.
next bit, which is we could only name one brewery from
Two.
from the, we said Wylam and then obviously
No.
Don Zoko. But I forgot about Alpha Delta, By the River, Full Circle, Arron, Playbrew. I forgot all of them.
So, Play are from, I think, Stockton, Middlesbrough.
With the
Oh,
brick,
yeah, yeah.
brick
Yeah,
train.
it's the northeast, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking before the pod about when I came up to look at houses before I moved here,
Yeah.
you told me to go to Bargain Booze in Leyland because he's got a great selection and get some of the Rivy stuff.
Yeah.
So I got some Rivy stuff, but while I was there I also saw Playcoat and I bought that because
Back home.
No. I bought it because of the label. I went,
okay.
that looks cool, I'll get that.
Oh, right.
It literally wasn't until I put it in my car and drove 2.5 hours back to the northeast that I looked at it and went, Stockton? I couldn't have got this from what was going on. And so I'd never heard of them. I'd got them from the other side of the country. And when I got them home, there's, I think it was Double Dash was a triple dry hop IPA that they had. And that was, double strike. Unbelievable. I would put it as one of the best beers I've had in the last year.
I've had Double Strike. My can was oxidised and I was wounded. So it's one of my zero rate. Well, I've not rated it on Untappd because
It was one of the best beers. I would say it's one of the best beers I've ever had in my life. It was so good. And I couldn't believe they're just down the road.
Down
and
the
I've had to
road.
go get it from fucking Leyland.
You got it from Leyland.
What am I playing at?
150 miles away.
The
from where it
carbon
was canned.
footprint of that one can of lager is ridiculous. Absolutely insane.
The most uneconomical.
Imagine if it tasted shit.
This one can of IPA has done the journey of the A56 twice. I'm like, hooray!
Imagine it tasted absolute shite.
Imagine if you got the oxidised can.
I know.
Yeah, I would not.
You could throw it back at the brewery. Fucking shite.
This is unacceptable. One of the ones that you missed off is, so I'm from Sunderland, it was Vaux Brewery. Now, Vaux,
What did you say there?
just Mackham. Yep.
It's a Sunderland thing.
That was like the brewery in Sunderland up until I think they closed the doors in like 97, knocked it down. The site is still derelict to this day. I think they're putting something up on it, but it's a load of shite. Someone's just bought all of the old IP for it and relaunched it, and they're putting out like new beers, like double dry up IPAs and stuff like that, which are decent. You can get them. I got them in Priesttown. So he's got them, and they have just hired the head brewer from Alpha Delta to be their new head brewer. Right. So I'm expecting some dippers and tippers and some cool shit coming out of Vaux. V-A-U-X, Vaux.
Oh, Vaux. They used to have the red labelling on a white can.
They used to sponsor Sunderland, which is red and white striped football shirt.
Is that what I'm thinking of then?
Maybe.
Yeah, you've seen Anton Ferdinand.
We used to have the...
You've seen Adam Johnson in the... Can't say his name.
Arrest that guy!
Arrest him! He's a nonce.
But,
No, I remember Vaux on a tin, like a pale white tin with red Vaux
Can't
on
get
it.
Voxy out my head. I just need
Foxy.
I
But no,
can't-
they have
Voxy.
one of the part owners is George Clark of Amazing Spaces. Is
George
now,
Clark.
You know, like it's a telly show. He walks into a cupboard and he's like, "This is an amazing space," and then you put a fucking futon in it.
That only happens in Sunderland, right?
That's it. Yeah.
The rest of England have not seen it.
Yeah, no one hasn't seen it.
Fucking living here. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah.
No,
Only
that's
300 quid a month. Anyway, he's one of the guys. Yeah, so I imagine we'll start to see a bit more of them because
I'll look out for that.
Alpha Delta are mint, and he's there
It's
now.
going on the list. Vaux.
Pre-drink question, which never happens. At the start of the show, it always happens halfway through. It's supposed to be a pre-drink question, but yeah,
All right.
yeah, we always end up having a really long intro. So it always ends up halfway through.
Yes, sir. I was
we
trying
need
to be
stop-
as concise as possible.
No,
but I
we
was
need to
mentioning
stop. I think we
George
need to
Clark.
stop calling it. Do you know, because I watch a lot of Liverpool podcasts and Redmen TV. They
Right.
have the kick-off question. So before
okay.
they start the podcast, they'll be like,
Bang.
bang, like
Yeah.
someone sent in this, and it'll be like a weird question. So that's what I'm trying to encourage.
Right.
Well, we do it like 20 minutes in.
We've been recording
Oh,
for
yeah.
26
Our
minutes already.
intros
Yeah.
are like so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really a pre-drink question. It's
just-
a drink question.
I mean, it's just amble then question. Isn't it? There's no pre.
Question 1.
Question
So we've had one from Beernomicon, which is a northern podcast. I've not watched them recently, but cool guys or cool guy. I can't even remember anymore. I'm sorry.
Cool dude.
Cool dude.
Maybe.
Yeah. He or they asked if you had to delete one hop from existence, which one would it be? Who wants to go first?
Well, I've brought a beer to answer this question.
Oh, really?
Get it.
So I'll go and get it.
Yeah.
So my hop is Sabro, and to showcase that, I've not tried this. It's not a dig at the brewery anyway.
Well,
or
you've
the
actually
beer.
bought a Sabro beer.
But I have brought a Sabro beer, and it is from Withnell's in Chorley. I hate coconut, and Sabro claims to be a pineapple and coconutty hop.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Every time I have it,
I'd say so.
all I can taste is coconut.
Because
Yeah.
you guys didn't get much of the beers in the pre-drinks, it's okay, you can have a lot of it.
No, cool.
It's okay.
So my general consensus with this Sabro coconut is it tastes like soap.
Soap. So would you
Yeah.
delete it as well?
Well, I've got a different answer for
For the hop?
for the delete.
Go on then.
It's quite a flippant answer, but I think it's semi-valid, and it's whatever SARS fucking hop calling fucking make, so they can stop making calling, because they've fucking been growing it for way too long and brewing calling for way too long. They should just kill that and just make something new.
I'm gonna reply to that and kill all of my cred as a craft beer wanker, and I'm going to tell you that my beer fridge has a large section of it devoted to Carlin, because sometimes you just want a beer.
Just a cold beer.
I just want a lager when I get in, and because it's so shit, you can get 18 of them for a tenner.
Well, this is
So I'm like,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
there you go.
Mine's Heineken.
Is it? Oh,
Mine's
that's too
Heineken.
tinny for me. It's
Mine's
like
Heineken.
Mine's
metal.
Australian.
Has to be with the
Oh,
bottle.
I love Australia, but that's like strong. Australia like splits me. As soon as I have it, I'm like, whoa.
It's like drinking Mao. Mao splits me. Mao can get me going.
So I've obviously not tried this yet, but for me, Sabro is that hop. I hate coconut. and
Big sniff.
Oh yeah.
First smell.
Nothing. Like
Zero.
It's,
I've just got cold. I
Beer.
can smell
for me,
cold.
I
It's not
get coconut oil
Yeah.
that they put in their hair.
Yeah.
So
I know
in our
coconut.
culture, for some reason, a lot of the women, they like to put coconut oil in their hair.
what? And I've been left out of this. Have you? Like you're bringing me on for the.
I'll go and get some from upstairs if you want.
No, that's fine. No, in your culture, that's fine. No, I can see I've been brought on this to get the get that white dollar, the white guy dollar.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about it.
Coconut oil for me.
Yeah. So
Bit of lime, bit of pineapple, I'd say.
I got soap.
So I'm really sorry to that beer. That's not a good example of why I hate Sabro. It's just that taste of soft. Yeah, I'm not impressed by that beer at all.
Weak on all levels.
Yeah, it doesn't have
very
the
thin.
it doesn't have
that
the
an IPA?
Sabro to pale, I think.
Yeah, pale
very
with the
thin,
nuts
isn't
of
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have the Sabro like
coconut.
notes that make me hate Sabro. It just tastes like
No,
It's
so
very, very.
that for me is coming at the end.
Yeah, it's got a lot of.
But I'm still
it's got a
saying
lot
Sabro.
of. It's got a lot of lemon lime citrus
No,
towards that back end.
do you know what? I'm on board because it's. I think people are choosing it to make a big deal that I can do something special with this hop that nobody likes, and they're making stuff and nobody really likes it.
I had a little chat about it earlier, and I think the same. I think last year or the year before, it was the hop, and everyone started doing like single hop Sabro stuff and being like, "Oh, look at this!" And I'll chuck loads of it in. And at that point, it was like, "Why am I drinking an IPA that tastes like a Bounty?" And that was awful.
It just didn't quite work, did it? But then
No.
at some point, I think
if you chuck it in the mix, if you balance it, it's better. But I'm still deleting it because if you didn't have it in the mix, you'd still have a good beer.
Yeah, and I was saying in the car on the way here to that if you asked me this 2 or 3 months ago, I would have absolutely 100% agreed. But now that I've had a few Sabro beers by accident, because I wasn't buying beers with Sabro in, but
They kept sneaking them in.
Some sneak in.
Did under the radar.
Stick it in
And
there.
then when there's
We
a
fucking
when
bought
there's
too
a-
much. Let's get rid of the shit.
No one's buying this fucking coconut IPA. Stick it in somewhere else.
Fucking
Stick it in the Carlin.
Put it in the Carlin Sabro.
But when there's a little bit of coconut,
Yeah.
and when there's, I like lime. Lime has been almost like a new addition to a lot of the beers that we've had in the last year and a half. Like that wasn't a normal aroma or flavour that people were getting, or I was getting. But I think now, because of Sabro, and I think there's another one I can't quite remember, I'm getting a bit of lime, and I think it's a really, really nice addition to some of the beers. This one though.
This is
a bit
weak,
weak.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit weak.
What's your hop then? Because obviously Jason's got whatever they make Carling out of.
Yeah,
I've
well,
got specific.
It's just a standard hop in it. It's just a bog standard.
Hop till you drop.
Bag
of hop.
It's a bag of sauce hop in it. It's the
Of
hop they
course.
make every drink with.
Mine is Vic Secret, and not because I hate it. Not because I hate it. It's because I don't know what it brings.
Fuck off.
I don't know what it brings to the party.
I think
all
one
like-
of my highest rated beers on Untappd is a Colonel Vic Secret.
Really?
Just single hop. Vic
I
Secret.
see Vic Secret, I'm like, what are you bringing to the party? I have it, and I don't.
Wowzers.
I never I never have a beer that has Vic Secret in, and I go, oh, do you know what? The Vic Secret really shone there. That was really great. Like
What's supposed to be the base of it?
passion fruit, pineapple, bit piney, but like, aren't most hops a bit like that?
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
Strata is a better version of Vic Secret because that passion fruit really comes through. For me, I just don't get it. I don't know what it brings to the table.
There was a solid 6 months where if I saw Vic Secret
Really?
advertised as the hop, I would
You
be
changed
like,
my mind. You changed my mind. If you find
if
one,
you told me this before,
yeah, if you
Good
find
idea.
one, let me know.
There's
I'll-
definitely
I'll still
a
buy it.
Colonel Vic Secret, either pale or IPA.
Yeah, do you know
that
what?
it's on my Untappd as like
Yeah.
a 4 or 5.
Do you know what Colonel though? Like they can make a beer, any beer, great. So
Yeah, I love Colonel.
maybe if there's one brewery that could make me change my mind, it would be them.
So they, like, I think they're like really popular now. Like, I think people have come around to them. Well, do you not like them?
No, I don't think I've had. I don't think
like-
They've got the
actually
brown
tough.
paper bag labels. It's very. It's like we do IPA.
No, no, I've never bought one.
They've got
I've
the
never
recipe.
got
one.
They have a recipe for an IPA, for a pale, for whatever,
And that's
then
it.
they rotate the hops, and that's it. And
Okay. So then the flavour changes as they do the different
and
hop
the
profile.
labelling is just like a business card. It's like the cleanest
Right.
shit. They only do bottles, the cleanest shit you've ever seen, and like they're just mint. And people seem to have caught like through lockdown. I think they did something. They did a cool box or something, and it
Like
got a
big
lot
boxes,
of attention out
yeah.
of people.
I bought one of them.
Like not to be too cool, but I was kind of into them before then. No, we used to have them in a bar that I managed down in Sheffield, like years back, maybe about 2014, something like that.
Oh wow.
And man, like that was just my favourite brewery. Them and Brew by Numbers back then were
It's
like
the
I
consistency.
like
It's the
Brew by
consistency.
Numbers.
It's the
Everything I've
consist-
had by Brew by Numbers
Yeah.
has always been good.
the Colonel never seem to try. They don't, as far as I'm aware, they don't do like dippers or like anything. They don't try to get on the hype. They're just like, no, we make mint beers, and it's up to you if you want to be trendy. Like, we'll just
we've got the recipe.
cool.
This is what we're doing, and you're getting a consistent.
It's interesting.
it's
like they
they're like
rotate
the
the hops.
Carling of craft beer.
Beer,
They're just
Carling
like
craft beer.
consistently excellent.
But if they're rotating the hop, are they just rotating what they flavour it with? What they get their
I think there's
biscuit bullshit out with?
I think
Is that what they're doing?
There's a decent level of brewery going on there because different hops react. They've got different levels of acidity and oils and stuff like that. So I think they know the hops very well, enough to maybe twinge the recipe depending on what hop they use. But it's the fact that they are consistently making a pale ale that's got Galaxy in and a pale ale that's got Nelson in, like just good. Whereas I think if you've made a single hop, if you find other breweries that do single hop beers, I think their Galaxy and their Nelson will be massively different.
Yeah.
But they can just churn it out at a really good level, and I think that's credit to them and the way that they brew beer.
They're a brewery that if I go into a bottle shop and there's just one there, I'll just get it. I just will, because why not? They're never mega priced. They're always like, you get a 500ml bottle of an IPA that might be $6.5. They never really push higher than that.
No, they don't.
The price never goes above a $5, and you know 100% you're going to enjoy it. Beer. Like it might not be the best beer you come away with from that shop, but
it's not going to.
It's going to be amazing. It's going to be great. So just why wouldn't you just buy it? Just buy it.
Just buy it.
And they do some good stouts as well, like their export stouts, mint.
Yeah,
really,
so they
really
do
good.
a lot of old-fashioned traditional stouts. Yeah, really good. Our next question was from drinks_review.uk. Thank you very much. Top 5 drinks that you would never drink again. So I'll go first. I had to have a look through my Untappd list to check because I just can't remember. And especially not remembering the really bad ones. Why would you remember the really bad ones? But yeah, when I went through the list, Mongozo coconut. Have you ever done the Mongozo beers?
Mongozo?
They used to do them in supermarkets. I had the coconut version. I don't know if it came in my Beer 52 box. I put it off for a while drinking it. I had it and it was, I think I called it on Untappd absolute gash. And it was just weak. You couldn't even taste the coconut. It was really odd. And I think my mate Rob, he had this beer once, and I think he got it at a bar, and they gave it him in a coconut. Even he said he didn't.
They gave it him in a coconut.
Yeah, I didn't even think he said he didn't even like it. But yeah, Mongozo coconut, bad.
So I struggle to find 5, but I've only rated 3 on Untappd as 0.25 because I feel
pretty low.
If I go no rating, it doesn't show up. So I have to go 0.25 to show that it's low. One of them was really recent, and it was it's called First Audition by Rude Mechanicals, and it's something to do with it's a collaboration between a winemaker from France and some like shit brewer from down south. I'm sorry, but like shit brewer from down south. And it's like on the label, it's all this like high concept thing. And honestly, it was dreadful. Really, really dreadful. My note was not good. Smells half decent, but is so soft and uncarbonated with a stale taste to it. Didn't finish, and I didn't. It takes a lot for me to pour.
Yeah,
and I poured it. And then underneath there, I've got one from Aldi, which is called the Hop Foundry Push Pineapple. Which I wrote genuinely appalling. And then Eden River Brew Co., which was definitely in a Beer 52, called Yuzu Juice.
Oh, yeah,
it's got a split opinion, Yuzu Juice, but
I like Yuzu. It's like lemon.
It's a citrus, chocolatey citrus, isn't it?
Oh yeah. I don't throw away many beers, but Jesus, this is like bringing Windley.
So I've just remembered a beer to go on this list, which shocked my mind now I mentioned Japan. So in the restaurants, they call it izakayas, and cheap food and cheap booze. Well, there's 2 different drinks you can buy, which would be a beer. And I asked some guy, I went, well, why is that big glass 299 yen, but this small beer 350 yen? And he went, oh, that's a beer flavoured drink with alcohol in, and that's an actual Sapporo lager.
Oh shit!
How do you make
A beer
flavoured
flavoured drink.
And it blew my mind.
Did you have it?
I tried it, and it was one of those, and he put these two big like pint glasses in, and it automatically poured them, and he brings it out, and it's a cold, and it's fizzy, it's yellow, it's got a head on it.
That's beer. That I've seen it before.
I've seen it before, but I mean, it went down. I could basically 2 gulps, and I could make it disappear. But it's a beer flavoured fizzy drink.
So is that like some sort of artificial flavouring that they've put into a carbonated drink?
It's alcoholic. No one could explain what it was.
And like around the same ABV as beer.
So these are the things I just could not get straight from. Well, this is it, and I think it's just calling. But it blew my mind.
That's how it calls light, isn't it?
And it was absolutely turd. Like it was basically I would have rather spent the 51 yen to get
less beer,
less actual cold lager that tastes like a cold Japanese lager than getting a beer flavoured drink.
Translation thing, like the guy just.
No, I was wondering. I just because loads of people were drinking it.
I was from Wigan.
Yeah.
He knew his beer.
Yeah. It was dead weird. I couldn't understand what it was, but it translated as beer flavoured drink. So that was definitely on the list.
What do you make of Japanese beers in general?
They're all standard. They're all just weak lagers.
The sort of the rice thing in the malt.
Yeah, we talked about this.
When it comes to like the Pilsner styles, I quite like it, but everywhere else it winds me up.
In the right season over there, where it's 40 degrees, 99% humidity, hot as sin, going into a bar or going into a local shop and getting a cold tin.
You'll take it.
The thing is, they have all these fruity varieties, which are weird. But like a couple of the standard, like an acai, Sapporo, like the standard like domestic lager cans there, ice cold or in an actual bar. One of them on the hot day, you sink it and you love it. But in general, like there's nothing to them. There's no substance to them. They're always quite fizzy, and it's just what they like.
Empty.
That's
where Pilsners are going anyway, though. Like Pilsner's like fizzy, empty, just quick, drink it.
It's a shame really because they're all going down the American route of it's cold, it's fizzy, you can drink a lot of it.
I just thought I'd ask you.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Japanese man of culture.
Yeah.
Traveller.
Yeah.
But we've gone back in time as well, haven't we?
Indojin. They label you.
I went with gaijin, which is the Japanese word for evil foreigner.
Evil foreigner. So they'll categorise you depending if they figure that if you're from India, you're an Indian gin, so you're
a time traveller as well,
yeah, I'm a time traveller as well, but I can't talk about that.
Yeah. Different thing.
Yeah.
It's got an MI5 thing going on. That's for the James Bond one we're working on.
Jason, before the podcast went, when I was 16, I had a job at MI5. And we were like...
I didn't have a job.
I mean...
I tried to get a job.
Like, I've known him for 15 years. Never known that once.
No, I forget.
Because he's really good at his job at MI5.
Yeah.
You've known him for 15 years.
Trouble is, I'm that old, I've forgotten about it. It's like 24 years ago.
He's still on the books, is that what's going on?
I wish. Get state pension, imagine that.
It's MI52.
This guy is deep undercover.
Yeah. Deep.
Any more beers? I've got a few.
That cream cheese fucker.
Oh, cream cheese.
That's on the list.
Go back to episode 2. You didn't watch that episode 2.
He's not even watched
I
it.
didn't remember that.
He's not even watched it.
Oh yeah, so episode 2,
Oh, God,
it was my birthday. We did a live podcast out there with an audience. It was hectic, it was chaos.
No, I did not see this one at all.
Oh.
It was the first one where you were separate on the two thing.
No, it's episode 2.
I've not seen that.
It's only 25 minutes long. You'll go through it in no time.
I will.
We did mystery beers. My bro bought 2 mystery beers. The first one.
I remember one of them was
we opened
this,
it.
obviously.
No, it wasn't Foster's.
Hollandia
We thought it was
Red.
Foster's.
Oh, was it?
It was like a strong lager ale, like
Right, okay.
proper. What did you call it? Tramp juice.
Tramp fuel, yeah.
Tramp fuel, yeah.
Tramp fuel. It smelled like tramp fuel.
Lovely.
So like special brew.
The other was
Stout.
a cream cheese sour cherry pie vanilla beer. And when I opened it, there was
God.
bits floating around in it. And we were like, what the fuck is that? We didn't know.
I remember that bit of seeing you.
Yeah,
What
so-
is that in there?
Yeah.
I don't remember being I blanked that from my memory because that is
I
traumatic.
wish I could blank
It was
it.
cream cheese.
Yeah, so Philadelphia in a kind of
The
raspberry
initial
sour
thing,
bullshit.
we were convinced it was rhubarb. Absolutely convinced.
Yeah.
By the way, I can smell rhubarb in the back of my garden.
It's that can. It's that can. Just threw it down
I've got a
there.
funny feeling there's some rhubarb there.
Ooh.
Can you get wild rhubarb? You can.
Yeah.
Bobs, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digressed a little bit there. But yeah, it was horrendous.
I've just remembered now then a shit beer I need to shout out as being a recent real bad one.
Go
So I love wrestling,
Yeah.
and there is a brewery called Top Row Brewery.
The Mick Foley one.
No, that's Turning Point, actually.
Oh, was that Turning Point?
Yeah, so that is awful.
Yeah.
So Turning
I
Point
heard
made
that was awful.
Turning Point made good beers. They made Milk Foley,
Milk Foley.
which is you could get it in Sainsbury's. I'm assuming they've took it off now because of like they
bought
cannot
10
do that.
cans for the whole
You can't do
Sainsbury's.
that to people. It was dreadful.
Too much lactose or...
No, just
Or was it just the
just
name?
bad.
Milk?
No, it was a lactose IPA that had strawberry in it. It was dreadful. I did a great
All
photo
things
for
I
it,
would
but
not
other than
want.
that,
Why?
I took a good photo of a red checky shirt that I have because Mick
No, I
Foley,
saw it, and that's why I saw your belt.
in my belt.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm that much of a geek. But the beer was dreadful, so bad. But there is another brewery called Top Rope Brewing. I think they're down in, I want to say Bristol, that sort of way, but I could be wrong. And all of their beers are like wrestler puns.
Oh, okay.
Right? The
Like-
worst one was the Big Simcoe, which is the Big Show. Terrible, right? But they're like real
More
bad.
syllables.
Scrapping
Terrible.
it.
They had something, I'm going to get it wrong, but it was something like Stone Cold Cream Austin.
No.
And it was like an ice cream pail that was genuinely, I don't know how it wasn't on the lowest thing there. I must have checked it in. Genuinely one of the worst things I've ever put in my mouth. Stop laughing. Like genuinely.
That's gonna be a film.
Along with traumatic. Like really, really bad thing.
What's your views on ice cream pails? Because I know Nova Monk do one, don't they? They do the...
The Neapolitan one
That's all right.
blew my mind when I first had it.
But
And,
now it's...
yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. But
I think it's one of them where, like, everyone when everyone got excited about it and nobody really knew how to do it. Like, so everyone went, oh, we can use like lactose in an IPA, it'll be a really good idea. And then you had it, you went, oh God, it's horrible. No one's done a really good one.
it's not a podcast unless we don't have a question from Rob's Beer Blog.
Rob's Beer Blog.
Rob's Beer Blog. Always trusted with the questions. Just he sent in 4 or 5 again. He's pretty good with them, to be honest. So I picked the best one. Favourite place to have a beer in the house?
Oh, in the house? Garden.
Who's saying shower?
On the pot. No.
Have you ever had a pre-drink beer in the shower?
No.
I have.
I've never had
It's
them.
pretty cool, I think.
Right,
I mean, I'm not
okay.
going to do it every time I go out. I don't go out that much anyway. I'm 34 years old.
No, but you do it every time you stay in.
Every morning when I'm having a shower, yeah. Before work. Go on the sorrows. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
No, so our couch is a corner one and I live in the corner. So that's my standard. But I do quite like when I'm cooking, like pour it, I'm busy cooking. I've got a bit of peace while I can just have my beer.
Yeah.
I think the cooker probably wins.
That's a good
But then I
shout.
like
actually.
a
That's a
good
really
garden
shout.
beer. I like a good just chilling in the
Yeah,
garden.
sit on a
having a
chair,
Yeah.
crack a beer.
I got
Get
2-year-old.
it.
The question
daughter.
is, favourite
I don't
place
get
in
any
the
chill
house?
time in the garden.
In the house.
Oh, in the house?
In the
This is
house.
In the house. So outside the house is obviously the garden because no one's having it in the front garden, are they?
In the house.
Who's having it in a paddling pool at the front? In front of all the neighbours.
Hey Jason, what are you doing?
Well, you know me.
So you thought this was a podcast? It's an intervention. Can you please stop it?
Things we want Jason to stop. Podcast.
Podcast, garden beers,
Garden beers.
crying.
Paddling pool beer.
Oh no, I don't use my garden.
takes his own paddle and pool elsewhere. Let's chuck it in the boot.
How good would that be? We make a podcast where we have a beer
In other
someone else's garden
That's a feature.
and see
Content.
how long you can record for until
Until
you
they
get thrown out.
Yeah.
Imagine if you got
Bullet
like a
time in
55
someone
minute
else's
episode.
garden. We'll do some bullet times in someone else's garden.
Go on, mate. Where's his spot? What are you saying?
Yeah,
in
go
the
on, where's your
loft.
spot in the house?
Oh, in the house?
Yeah, your spot.
See, at the minute, it's probably
Downstairs
in...
toilet.
No, it's probably my office.
Fair play.
It's probably in my office.
I hope no one from your work's watching this.
They will do, but
Wondering why
They think because
productivity goes down the toilet
Yeah.
after 2 p.m.
it's a very tenuous link to why. But when I watch online comedy gigs, I watch it on in my monitor in the office. So I just sit in the office, I'll have a beer, watch a show, because I also watch some of these things on Zoom. So I'm sat in front of a Zoom with people and drink.
That's a very practical answer.
Yeah, it wasn't that funny in the end.
Never let down. I preferred the stuff about the swimming pool.
It's all rumours. It's all rumours. It's not real.
Final segment on today's podcast. We've got an ongoing joke, I think now. It's happened in every episode, where you don't score anything on Untappd over 375. So I thought it would be a good segment to have in the podcast where me and Arron try and wow you with some beers.
Can I just say I did a tiny bit of research ahead of the show.
Is Untappd?
Yes.
Oh, right.
So he does score a few things above a 3.75, doesn't he? He does. To really, really like Innocent Gun from about 6 years ago.
And Jason, what score did you change in the car when I picked you up today?
Oh no, I just deleted them.
Did you?
I checked them in at
Must have been
5.
yesterday, right? Yeah, 5 out of 5. Innocent
know.
Gun. Perfect beer.
Perfect beer.
Add nothing. I have nothing to add to this.
To my defence, I somehow got Untappd.
Yeah.
Drank in 2015 and checked in everything at 5 and never used the app again.
I did. I used to work.
I'm
with
going to
a guy.
delete everything from 2015 because it now makes no sense.
Doesn't count.
I used to work with a guy in a call centre in Leeds who's a bit weird, and he's one of these people who he'd say whatever you said. No, he said whatever he said again in a whisper, right? So he'd go, "Oh yeah, I really like that beer, man." Right. He did. Like a murderer.
No, he didn't.
I can't say his name, but yeah.
These people don't exist.
He's a real person, right? He's an actual, genuine, real person.
What the fuck if you ate a chocolate whisper?
Oh yeah, that's really, really good. That.
No,
I swear.
I don't believe you.
I had him on Untappd, and I had to remove him because I was like, oh yeah.
Checking
Is that how we
everything
checked his
twice.
beers? No, it says 3.75.
He put Moretti as 5, and I'm like, no, just no. You don't know what this is for. Just get out of here.
I think that's what my early check-in history is all about.
I think everyone's early checking history is that.
Yeah, I think that too.
Yeah.
I think that too.
So, yes.
This guy.
In terms of wowing you with some beer, I'm going to go first. I'm going to compare a session ale that you would get from the supermarket to what I think is a proper session ale, a la table beer that you would get in the craft world. So,
Pure.
4 Pure,
4 pure.
session IPA.
Can you not say 4 pure?
4 Pure.
Power.
Power, man. Power.
Power.
And Arron, you were saying we're not allowed to drink beer from here anymore.
I think these might be one of the breweries that we're not allowed to like anymore.
Have they magic rocked?
I think it's War Crimes.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
I'm not sure. I mean, obviously.
Pull down
let's
statue
make-
war crimes.
Who knows?
That does ring a bell. Let's make this
There's
one quick, guys.
Oh, shit.
Don't say anything too good.
Is this going to get us cancelled?
I'm going to just say canned on there, so like, it's going to get.
I've picked it because it's not going to compare to this, is it?
I think
So,
it's the same sort of crack as Magic Rock, where once upon a time that was loads of fun, and now they're owned by people who make profit from bad things.
right.
But not them directly, but you lose a lot of street cred if you like Salty Kiss now,
Right.
apparently.
Yeah.
It's cancel culture beer. Cancel culture.
Biscuit.
Cancel culture.
Jason just turned up here.
It's cancel culture. It's cancel culture.
Really funny. Right, come on, biscuit boy, what we got? Biscuit.
He wants to go aromatic biscuit. Aromatic.
A lot of nothing, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's pretty bland.
Beer?
Yeah.
I've got a dank smell. I
Yeah.
haven't. It's a fucking smells
That
of
might
nothing.
just be you, mate.
That'll
So,
be me. Stepping on them ducks.
Session ales are, you know, obviously by definition, beers that you can session. Very light, easy to drink. It is that. But
It's a whole lot of nothing, that, isn't it?
It's a lot of nothing.
It's
yeah.
fizzy. There's a little bit there. There's a hint of something.
Low ABV, obviously, and I think that's the main thing. And the main...
Where are we with this?
2.
4-2.
4-2.
Not
That's
that
not
low.
actually.
Not that low.
Okay.
It's,
Foster strength.
yeah, you should know. I think Foster's is just 4, mate.
How dare you? How dare
Flat 4.
Flat 4.
So the reason why I wanted to compare it to a table beer, because I think table beers and the nature that they are brewed in is that they are beers that are low ABV, but they try and pack in all that same punch that you would get from a pale ale or an IPA. And I think those make a better session beer than an actual session ale that you would normally get. So that's why I wanted to compare it. But also, lucky for us, is that I managed to find a Colonel table beer. And it is their Nelson variant.
That is, yeah.
Yeah. I have had a Colonel beer. I was lying before.
Have you?
Now I see the bottle. I've had something
Yeah.
in a restaurant.
Oh,
Yeah?
A
interesting.
barbecue place in London that used to be near Camden.
Oh, right, okay.
Before you go over the bridge.
You used to get, they used to have the table beer all the time in, what's that mint place called in Leeds that just does like
Mint?
meats? It's like a charcuterie and cheese. Oh, Friends of Ham.
Oh, I've been
Friends
there.
of
Yeah,
Ham in
great
Leeds used
place,
to
yeah.
always have table beer on. Just have this as your. If you're going to say like, oh, like, and can we get some water? They're like, don't be a dick. Get some table beer.
Yeah.
Better than water.
It's better than water.
They should put that on the label.
Finish it.
Hashtag better than water. This podcast,
go for
better
it.
than
No,
water.
no.
Dankeschön.
Well, you got the best bit.
I didn't want that.
All right, so already this you can,
I didn't want it. Oh, is that why it's a table beer?
there's your second person there. Already with this you can see a lot.
Head.
I can't see the iPad through it, which is nice.
Yeah, hazier. I've got a lot of straw coloured. Yours
Yeah.
is different.
But it's the glass shape
they
changes
they have a
the.
lot of stuff at the bottom. So
Yeah,
if you get the back end.
It's
you can-
always there's always a lot of yeasty stuff in the bottom, isn't there?
Oh yeah, it's massive.
But you can smell
Massive.
straight away. Like I can actually smell stuff instead of that. You know what I mean? There's nothing to that.
It's
Can
got
be.
I
body.
can't smell as much as you, though, mate.
No,
Tiny bit of gooseberry there, I'd say.
Oh yeah.
gooseberry.
No?
I'm not good at this.
No, I can't pull any fruits out. But
What do you think?
instant first taste,
Taste wise, yeah.
tenfolds, isn't it? That's just a drink. This is a
Wow,
drink
that's
with
so much softer, isn't it? Wow.
yeah. This has got flavours. It's smooth. It's very unoffensive. You won't.
It's just-
If
that's
someone
just
brought
it.
you that and told you just to drink it, you won't be disappointed. You won't be
I
pissed
don't think
off.
there's much aftertaste to it, though, is there? Like it doesn't.
I don't think you're going to get that with the table beer.
No.
I think that you will get that aroma still, and I think you will get that upfront punchiness, but yeah, it is very short-lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is that hop hint, isn't there?
But it's bringing more to the table.
Very subtle, but it's there.
This is a beer, and this is a beer flavoured carbonated drink.
That's a beer flavoured drink.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
That's
an
exactly.
alcoholic beer flavoured drink.
That's a beer flavoured drink.
Yeah. Plus
That's a
alcohol.
beer.
And that's bringing more to the table.
Yeah.
At half the ABV.
Sorry.
Table. Oh my god, it went past me. Jeez Louise.
Took me 30 seconds to build that one.
Yeah, half the ABV though, as well. Like the actual.
Yeah.
The
And
thing
that's why I
is,
think that, by
So you could have-
definition,
you could have
is,
9 of them.
is a better session beer.
Yeah.
But obviously at a heftier price. Maybe not heftier, but
No, there's a premium. There's a premium to it.
I don't know. One of them is probably about like £2.30 or something.
they've got the offer. Like, was it
Oh,
four for $6 or something? Or
So
Okay.
what's that then? 4 for 6. What is that? Come on, maths, guys.
Oh,
166.
No.
Is it not?
4
4 for 6.
for 6
4
quid.
beers, 6 quid.
150.
Yeah, 150.
Why did you go so
He started going
I thought it was going to be one of those weird maths.
he went mega fractional on it.
I'm turning
Orbit and orbit again.
77.777.
Science, biatch.
So that was one of them things, yeah. So 150, but I bet that was only like 230.
Didn't look at the price.
Just got it.
Yeah, I just got it.
That's the way he rolls.
High
Don't look at the
flyer,
price, just gets it.
Yeah.
But-
Hey guy,
Hey,
give me
guy,
that.
give me the kernel.
He just throws his card at them.
Yeah.
I like it.
Raz, if you're watching, please confirm it wasn't like that. Yeah.
No, this is something you drink all day.
And I think that stands for what I was saying about Colonel earlier. It's been like
Yeah.
they don't go in for like any of this like.
Razzmatazz.
They just make like solid beers where you're like,
They're
oh,
not-
I'll have that again.
They're not doing that on the
They're
label.
not doing that.
No.
Not doing any of that.
They're doing that.
They're just doing that.
Brown paper
But
label.
they're also not. What are we saying? Profiteering from war crimes or whatever the fuck we're digging in with.
I mean,
There's
that's a
something.
bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Bermondsey, war crime beer. Don't drink it.
yeah.
Don't hold us to that. Don't sue us, Bermondsey beer.
I think that one tastes like guilt, and this
One's pleasure.
and this one's gooseberries.
Yeah.
You take your pick.
This is a reformed hipster sweat beer. This is Tory war crime beer.
Okay, so
Don't drink it.
the bit that everybody's waiting for, Jason, is your rating on the Phil
yeah.
Oh, that's a 3.5. It's only 3.5.
This one, the 4 pure, sorry.
Oh no, this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 3. I drink it.
Yeah.
It's still a 3. It's drinkable. If it's really not drinkable, it drops below a 3 for me.
Okay.
But
Wow, 3 and 375 is so.
I need to tell you a thing. I told Jason this earlier, and he didn't know, right? And I was told about 2 months ago, and I didn't know.
Okay.
Now you strike me as a man who knows, right?
Oh.
But if you don't, this will change your life, right?
oh, you fuck with this though.
Turn it. Yeah, I'm fucked. Yeah. Are you aware of this feature? You open up your Untappd application.
Barcode.
You go to search. Fucking barcode.
Fucking knows, doesn't he?
Barcode. He knows. I've been scanning in beers for years without knowing that. Apparently, right?
I didn't know.
Here's my credentials going down the pan. Are you ready? My score for this? 4.
Really?
What,
Fucking 4.
When?
6.5 years ago.
That's credible.
Yeah, so that's
credible. The
acceptable.
recipe has probably changed since then.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for that.
It's-
I will let you off.
Yeah.
I won't let myself off. But thanks.
You can
Yeah,
delete.
so he knew about the scan.
Of course
He's
he
a
is.
pro, isn't he?
He is a pro.
What a pro. Should we just look at him in
Yeah,
admiration?
admiration. Look at Amar in admiration. Look at Amar in admiration.
What do you reckon?
Admiration.
3. Sorry, I can't help but do that.
4 years ago.
34
That's the
years
same.
ago. What?
No, I gave it a 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And what about
t-
this?
Oh yeah, so you're rating on that one.
Oh no, this 3.5 for me on this.
There's more than a 0.5 difference.
Yeah, I think so.
See, this is where the
But I do think
Untappd's
it's
very
either that's
subjective.
I
lower.
think that's subtle.
This has got to be lower.
But why? Because I'd drink that if that was what was there. If that was what I'd have to drink in a restaurant all day,
Right.
then it's acceptable for me. It's a 3. It's drinkable. It's not bad.
Okay, so why is that one better?
This has got a bit of body. It's got a bit of taste to it. It's got a bit more flavour, but it's also
That's
not.
4 things that are better, and you've said
Yeah,
that
but
the
again,
taste is 0.5
again,
different.
if it's the only thing there, I'd drink that all day. But
I feel your frustration there.
it's subjective because you're taking the scale of
the S word.
you're going for a scale that's 1 to 5 only. So everything cannot be a 5.
Have you given a perfect 5 on the top?
Yeah, loads.
Have you? I haven't. I'm scared to do it. I've
Oh,
done
yeah.
4.75 a handful of times, but like,
The first one was Yellow Belly.
okay.
Yellow Belly's good.
Yeah.
Oh shit! What did I check
it's
Yellow
up there.
Belly in?
It's up
This
there
would be
for me.
interesting.
Well, you've probably.
This might be the
this might be
the vibe.
This might have been the frustration.
Innocent Gun Scotch Ale, Innocent Gun Pale Ale.
The bourbon barrel one. Oh, that's the best. It's funny because I've not drunk one of those for
Carlin Black Label.
premium.
5 out of
Carlin
5.
Premium.
Yeah. What else
Shit,
you
how
got?
far? Do you know what? I bet I didn't check it in.
Budweiser.
Yellow Belly Sunday. I had them very close to each other.
Right.
There was a Sunday version.
Okay.
Slightly bigger ABV. I thought they were close. I thought Yellow Belly was a little bit better, but I thought it was just so close that I put it as a 5.
Bollocks.
Arclight, Sour Smith Red Raspberry. That was at
Is that one of them
Indie
mad?
Indie Man.
Oh, right, okay.
So they're an American brewery. They came over. It was a sour fruited beer, 5.5%. It was unbelievable. One of the best sour beers I've ever had. Let's go to your random beer that you've decided to.
Yeah. So I didn't really know the setup of this. I heard Impress Jason
Yep.
as a beer format. So I brought a beer that I checked your Untappd and you haven't had, according to that I'm convinced is, you twat, I'm convinced is above a 375, right? So it is a stout, it's a milk stout, it's milkshake by Wiper and True.
You've had
it?
You've had this in my bro, I think.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. So we're gonna, for maximum results, obviously we're going to chuck it in a beer that we've had a lot of IPAs in.
Why not?
It's just really mint. I think it's
a great beer.
I think it's unbelievable.
I feel like
Has
I've had
it
it.
changed since it's now available in Waitrose?
I don't know because I never find it in Waitrose. I literally drove probably 20 minutes in the wrong direction today to get this one beer from Worley because I'd seen it in that shop last week and I'm like, I hope he's got a couple of cans left.
Much appreciated.
But I was like, I think this is a one that might win. Not win, you know what I mean? I was like, surely this is above a 375. So
Yeah,
I can smell all those old beers we've had.
Yeah. No.
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 It's just like, I always think it's really, really dark and like brown sugar type.
So, so this
unrefined.
I forgot how good this beer was.
this is tasty. This is
Borderline, surely.
well.
For me, whenever this is like the benchmark for me with any sort of like milk stout or anything where it's like it's promising something. I'm like, well, is it better than this? And if the answer's no, then you've gone wrong because this is perfect.
Yeah, this is one of the best well-rounded
Yeah.
milk stout beers that you're going to get.
Yeah, this is really
that's
nice.
readily available in terms of you've got those roasty flavours. It's really, really soft, really mellow. It's
But
not,
that sweet drops off quick.
I think it's lingers.
Yeah,
I
but-
think it
Oh no,
lingers.
so
It's
I'm
not
just got
sweet. It's
I've
like
got a bit of
Maybe we
coffee
shouldn't have
taste
had
now.
those chili wings.
And all the other,
it's like a
drinks.
roasty sweet though. It's
Yeah, it's roasted coffee.
it's coffee and it's like it's brown sugar or like muscovado. It's not sweet sugar. It's like
Caramel.
the sweet you get sort of lingering when you have an old fashioned where you're like,
See, I don't like an old fashioned. I don't
Good old fashioned.
I don't dig sweet drinks.
it's been a long time.
Been a long time.
There's another version of this, isn't there?
What, a good one?
An imperial.
What did you say? What did you say?
I think he said a good one.
Motherfucker.
I think I've had it with your brother,
I remember brother like this one, yeah.
and it's nice.
Well,
No.
what's your rating?
It's 375.
Yeah, you're a motherfucker.
It's a 375.
Well, I'm annoyed at the answer, but there's a supplementary prize for me, which is I was convinced I was going to win, which is why I brought another can. So that was for you to have. But I'm taking that home with me, so.
That's valid. That's valid.
So, yeah, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, but the interesting bit about this is when we go through these sections where we try and wow him, is he's giving 375s. At some point,
I'm gonna have to
you
give
can't
some eye.
say that the beer that we give you at the end is a 3.75
Yeah.
compared to the ones we give you at the start.
Yeah.
So I have to compare them all to this because I'm rating a beer on how I like the beer.
Yeah.
If you
Against
like
the
if you
just
like
the
the next
beer.
beer more than you like this beer, then by definition it's got to be higher
be
than
higher,
375.
But on whose law?
Your own,
Why?
because you just gave that a 375.
No, but this is a stout, so this is in a separate category altogether to me.
He's got us by the fucking. He's got us by the balls there.
This is a milk stout, and we've just drunk 2 table beers and some other like.
I agree with that thing. I hate that I agree with it, but I do.
The thing is, right?
I just want to
this,
say that I think that beer is absolutely great.
This is a
it's
great
not-
stout
this-
you could drink all the time.
Milkshake by White and True is really, really good. I think so. With stouts and milk stouts and like the way they put the flavours in, you need a lot of them chuck up the booze to carry the flavour that they're going to add in, and therefore the higher that ABV, the less chance I have that I'm going to actually have it, because if a beer is sort of above that 8% mark, like I've got to go like, right, well, when am I going to have that? I'm not just going to have
You
that
have to
tonight.
plan it,
I've
don't
got
you?
to like think when I'm going to have it.
when you can
Whereas,
have
like,
that over a few hours.
yeah, like this at 5.6, and
Yeah,
I'll just have that any time, and it's that balance is bang
Yeah.
on. Like, I really
I get
think
that, I get that.
I think it's they've knocked the ball out of the park with that one for me.
No, I agree. It's just a really well-rounded milk stout.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it earlier. Talking about it, like sometimes they just chuck too much lactose in something. And it's just like,
Yeah.
But this is just.
And then when you chuck too much in, then you have to chase it with everything else, and then you end up just completely unbalancing it. And I think it's just perfect.
Let's clean these glasses out and we'll go on to dippers. All right, so the dipper section, I've got a supermarket dipper to compare to a non-supermarket dipper. I've gone with Eternal Haze by Northern Monk and Stigbergets.
That's it.
Yep. I think this is the best dipper available in the supermarket. And then I just went with a dipper from Cloudwater, which is fairly new. Oh my God, it's a collaboration with Highland Park.
Stigbergets.
Is it?
Single hop.
Showcasing 4 lots of our strata from our friends at Highland Park. Okay, right, so
Right.
this is a Cloudwater collaboration with Highland Park from America, and it's showcasing strata. So strata is one of my favourite hops as well. So,
Wowza.
Hey, let me just check that in.
So, just for those that don't believe that I've drunk anything above a 375, I haven't. I do like Cloudwater stuff.
Yeah.
They're always good.
Northern Monk are the best of supermarket beers. I think they've got their fingers in every single pie, and I think they do it really well.
Completely agree.
I think they do supermarket beers brilliantly. I think the Patrons Project stuff, which is just a mix of culture and art and beer, I think they do all that brilliantly. And then I think they've got a great core range as well. So they're just good at everything, aren't they?
I fully agree.
Yeah.
I used to think that Green Mountain from Thornbridge was the best sort of like supermarket beer that you could get, and then Northern Monk put faith in supermarkets. You're like, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, that is the best thing you can get everywhere.
Yeah. I think
Really,
if you
really
chuck
good.
in faith as a core beer in supermarkets, then yeah, you kind
Yeah.
of win. So this is a dipper that I had, I think, earlier this year. I think it's quite new. I think it's the best one available. I think it beats iCat. And there's another dipper. Can't remember.
Love and Hate, Life and Death, whatever it is, one of them.
We had that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love and Hate. Yeah.
Love and Hate.
Yeah, we had that earlier.
That's their dip.
Pre-drink.
I think iCat is really good.
Great aroma.
There's something there. I couldn't explain what it is, but there's definitely a.
Pineapple, maybe a bit of peach.
Yeah.
I get none of that.
I get chili,
Pineapple.
chili sauce.
No.
Chili sauce.
Is that a bit of milk stout?
I think it's beard. Mustache. It's definitely mustache.
Is that a fart from outside?
That's a brilliant supermarket dipper.
Brilliant.
Bloody brilliant.
Brilliant supermarket dipper. We
Brilliant.
are 10 beers in now, so we are
It's
cooking.
really good.
Yeah.
I could argue with you that iCat is better,
Do you
but
reckon?
I don't think there'd be any winner or loser in that argument.
I think this got a nice smooth finish. Oh my god.
I don't think it's got a smooth finish.
God, the
I
beer's
think-
kicking in.
I
I think
think
iCat's
both-
got that bitterness at the end. I think this has got a smooth
Do
finish.
you not find the because it is that much more AVB, the finish on this isn't that clean?
I'd argue
It's got a
pretty clean.
boozy to it.
Yeah,
there is
that's-
a boozy finish, and I think you do get the same on iCat. Personally, I think iCat hides it a bit better, but like we split in hairs. Like if you told if I told my dad have this 8% beer, he'd go, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then when I gave him it, he would go,
What you fucking talking about?
He'd hate it, but he would not think it was an 8% beer. He'd think
No.
it was giving him some mad, horrible tropical juice
You're
that
saying
he couldn't
that the,
understand because
the
he only
boot-
drinks double Maxim.
You're saying the booziness is hidden regardless.
Yeah,
And because of that alone.
I think there's so much flavour that that 8% doesn't, and it also doesn't. That sweet that you get from boozy is in the mix.
It's
so
balanced
well
out,
that
isn't it?
it's
It is
really-
balanced out.
It's really well thought out again, and for a supermarket beer to be that thought out is mint. Like really, really mint.
No, 100% agree.
At what point do we say these craft breweries that are doing the stuff for the supermarkets are encroaching on that macro territory?
You did a thing on your feed about the supermarket crafts, and I think it's such a people get really arsey about it, and I think this is a really, really good example where these breweries are chucking out stuff to just appeal to normal people. They're still chucking out their mint stuff that you can go and seek out. If you want to be a beer wanker like us, Northern Monk is still chucking out their... Us two, they're still putting out amazing stuff that is just really small batch. They've got the 2 brewery sites where they're doing the main stuff and then their little bits and bobs.
Yeah.
They're still doing that. But also they're putting out these really, really good things to just lure people into that. The idea is sound. It's to appeal to as many people as possible and then to get you into it. It's mint. It's what happened 10 years ago with Punk IPA in the first place.
Yeah.
And if anyone our age is sort of turning their nose up at what that was, then they're just lying to themselves anyway.
Yeah.
They're just twats.
This was...
They're just taking it too far.
Yeah,
They've
Punk
got-
IPA is the reason that I like beer. That's what started it, and I think everyone else, it's just a fib if you're saying it's not. You had that, and you went, oh, what is that flavour? I want more of that, and then you went searching for it because before that, all you had was Leeds Pale.
Yeah.
I say this all the time.
Doobar.
I say it always
Doobar.
depends on your journey, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, my journey was...
Unexpected.
You would...
Oh my god. He walked and walked and walked and walked himself into that one, didn't he? 3 movies.
Defamation of character.
Yeah, so I think it depends on your journey. I think everyone's journey is very similar, isn't it? You go to a supermarket, you try all the supermarket beer you possibly can, and then you get to a certain point and you go, I need something better than this.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
you stick with what you've got.
Yeah.
And then at some point you go to bottle shops, you go to online retailers, you go to the craft beer places direct. But, okay, so that's happened for me in the last 6 years.
Mine was
Somewhere
really...
along that point, someone has come along and gone, I want to start that same journey. And I think
Yeah.
everyone's
The people,
blindness
the
is
people
that everyone thinks that everyone's on the same journey.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
you've got to realise that...
the breweries that you became aware of at step 3 want to get in on the action at step 1, so that you engineer that loyalty to them earlier down the line.
we did
Why
not
not?
have this beer available
Absolutely
to
not.
us 6
No.
years ago.
And if you did, your taste would be a million times better.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well-
the people who kick off about this are scared that the people into this now are going to be better than them
Yeah.
down the line.
The only grumble that I have against it is that when craft beer started getting better in supermarkets, they did outprice some of the retailers who had the same beer. And I think
when they
that,
changed the recipes
yeah,
as well,
when
that's another one.
they transitioned eventually into core range.
Yeah.
That's now available in supermarkets. So I do get that. Like they did fuck up a bit there, and I think online retailers and bottle shops did
Got the
suffer
brunt.
because of that.
Yeah.
But now I think breweries know we've got our supermarket beer, and then we've got our craft wanker beers.
Yeah.
And I think now that they know the difference, and this is now available for your
Their
average Joe
idea
and
is to
Jolene,
make
then
their
that's it.
their supermarket core range as good as possible to transition as many people into wankers. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, well,
you want to
beer
make that,
wankers. You don't
but
just want,
specifically beer wankers.
library wankers
Not
or
just
like
total wankers, yeah.
like
Dungeons and Dragons
wankers, yeah.
But what's your view on? What's your
Well,
view
mine
on,
was
like,
punk. Mine was punk IPA, and then looking at the rest of Brewdog and going, that's not as good. And then I went through all of Beavertown back when you were allowed to like them, and then the Colonel and Brew
When
Wine
Necro was edgy and cool.
Love the gamma ray. Love the gamma ray.
Gamma rays.
And
When you
and
had
then,
a
like,
cut from Tiny Rebel.
remember when you were allowed to like Tiny Rebel? That was
Yeah.
the days.
I walked past it loads last weekend in Cardiff. I didn't go in.
But like, Stay Puffed. Like I still like
Amazing.
that. I still love that
Yeah.
series.
I love the original, like still.
Yeah.
It's just mint. That rivals that.
But they've
for
just
me.
had a new 14%. Is it Stay
drunk.
Drunk? Is it?
I don't know.
What's it called?
Stay fucked.
It's something like that, but they brought a
fucked.
14% version.
It's Welsh.
They brought a 14% version. Got a Welsh version on the other side of that wall, by the way. So, what are you going to give this then? Before we open the next one, we're going to do it this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
what I'm
Go
going
on.
to give this?
Yeah.
Fuck. 3.
Fucking fans going off its tits now.
That's got to be. I don't know what I checked it in. I'm going to try it now. That's
I don't
gotta
know.
be
I
The
gave
thing
it a
is,
4.25 maybe for me.
dippers aren't stuff like this. Is
4.25. God, I'm consistent.
No,
But
I think
these aren't a favourite beer that I'd go and drink. That's
Would
the
you
thing.
not?
No, I don't pick them up just
So
because.
punchy, that's really good. I love it.
What, the problem for me is a lot of that alcohol flavour is just coming through first for me. I taste that more, and then I know I'm. The thing is, if I'm going to sit and have a drink, I want a few. That's a single can in it. You buy that one can, and you'll sit on that.
Yeah, by the time
I
you've had,
can't do that
by the time
because
you've
I'm
had
an
3 of
alcoholic.
them, you're fucked.
Yeah, but you're judging it on that one can. What are you giving it?
3.5.
3.5.
3.5. It's okay. It's good.
I think you're putting it low, so you can give that a 3.75 personally.
That's great. I checked it. It is 4.25 when I first had it,
I did
and I
4.
agree with that now.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think
know,
that's
but
me.
it's in between there. I
And
think.
I'm so excited for this next one.
Yeah, Clanwell's always good, but this will
excited.
probably rate the same because it's
Dish it out, dude.
it does what-
So, a new level, single hop dipper, strata. This is going to be the tits.
See, the thing for me is, I was drinking whatever I could get in the pub that wasn't lager for a very long time. And I drank a shit ton of Guinness for many, many years because I just didn't want to drink lager. I drank a lot of cider, I drank a lot of fucking snakebite, I drank a lot of sass at the beginning of drinking. Ooh.
Hello.
So then when I realised you could drink something from a cask and it was nice and you could drink a lot of it and not feel battered. I think that's where some of this harsh reviewing comes in because
Dank, passion fruit.
Yeah. Loads. That is mint. That is so good.
my nose is terrible because I don't
Do you not like that? It
get
smells like-
passion fruit.
It's like thick passion fruit for me. Like,
Yeah, it's almost like on the
Really
puree end.
yeah, that's mint. Oh, fuck.
Is it mint or passion fruit? I'm confused now.
Both. Passion fruit mojito.
It's a passion fruit mojito.
Yeah. You're getting that off screen.
Oh my god, you could down that.
That is.
You could down that.
Yeah, so that's definitely better than the Northern Monk.
That is 8% is mad, isn't it? Because that just tastes like
Oh, no.
lovely, lovely fruit juice.
Do you not get it in the back?
Nah.
I get a little cut on my tongue where I think.
Yeah, I mean it's very citrusy on that back end.
Just so like the body on it's mint, really good.
I think Cloudwater right now, exceptional body. I think they've paid a lot of attention to
The finish.
the finish, but also the water treatment. I think the treatment to the water really helps that body come alive.
So that's an interesting point. Obviously, where Cloudwater are on the water they've got.
They are perfectionists. They are absolute perfectionists.
Do you think?
If I say something's shit, they'll know. If the average Joe, not just me, if the average Joe says something is shit, they'll take it on board and they'll go right. They know.
I think
They're so good.
I think that's really soft in terms of like how it hits you. Like it's not a hard carbonation. It's like that is a soft. And I think it works really well for that beer. I don't know that they're.
I don't know that's a dipper. If I had that, I don't know that's a dipper.
You don't test it. You don't test the alcohol. But
It's not the alcohol. It's that, like I've had pails from Rivington, which have that same mouthfeel.
Yeah.
I've had IPAs from other breweries which have that same mouthfeel. If I drink that blindly, I'll be like, I don't know what ABV that is. That is madness.
I think.
do you not think the drying of the mouth is an indicator that it is up there?
Yeah, it's got a drying aftertaste, but I wouldn't say that's an indicator of the ABV.
Yeah, but you're not going to get that in something lower. That sort of.
Yeah.
Because this is.
If you were blind tasting, you would guess it was a higher ABV just because of all of the. There's a lot of clues, but I don't think there's no booze taste.
No, there isn't.
You would go like it's thick, which means it's probably got like there's a lot of oaty in the mix. It's really sweet, so there's probably you know what I mean. Like there's all the clues
of
there's
where
all
you're
of
gonna
the
go.
side effects, but there's none of the actual like and here is the harsh actual raw alcohol that comes with it.
That is dangerously drinkable, though. Dangerously drinkable, I think. I think if I put that, do you know when it was my birthday and we had that keg and it was Pale in the Head.
Yeah.
We couldn't remember the name. If I had that in a keg and I gave that to everyone, they would think. They would think it's a 5% beer. They really would.
I don't think everyone would drink it though.
You know them.
If they knew it was an 8%, they wouldn't drink it.
No, I don't think they would. I don't think they would. The flavour balance is
unlabelled,
it's heavy
help
compared
yourself.
to Pale in the Brain.
Had that unlabelled out there, help yourself. People would drink themselves unconscious with that without even realising. You'd have that, go, that's delicious, and the next thing you know, you can't feel your legs. I think that's mint.
It's
really,
dangerous.
Really good.
It's dangerous.
I'm
but
worried that I keep saying mint a lot. I'm just going to go.
It sounds really good in your accent.
Is it mint? Or is it passion fruit? Or is it passion fruit? Yeah. I'm from somewhere else. Get over it.
it's a Macam.
Is it mint? Is it mint? Oh, mint.
Mint.
Oh, that's proper mint.
If you were gonna blind, honest opinion, if you were gonna give this blind to people to drink, right?
What, blind
All right,
people?
now what?
You're gonna give this.
Right, if you're going to give this to blind people.
Why are you
No,
giving drinks to blind people for?
Are they not allowed to drink?
Right. So,
They're not allowed to
Jason's new
drink.
business idea. Give people who are blind this.
Alcohol.
Drink.
And
What's
see where they go.
Step one,
Oh, do you know
give
what?
blind people this.
Do you know what you
Step
say-
three,
you
proper.
say in this?
Step two, blank.
Do you know what? This? You're saying this, but I'd love to know the opinion of a blind person. Heightened senses.
You can,
Oh,
you
fuck
can
me, that'd be brilliant.
get one in if you weren't so.
You block it like this, don't you?
Block
This
it.
is the defence of a blind person.
He's got me. No, do you know what I think?
Sorry.
If you were going to give either of those two, and you didn't tell people, and they just like, there's 2 taps, free drink, I think more people would drink more of the Monk than this because of that drying sensation,
Oh dear.
that drying mouthfeel.
This gets
It's
better
nice.
every sip.
It's nice, but I'm always getting that dry mouthfeel at the
Right,
end.
love it.
So I agree with you. I think. But I totally see what Jason said. I agree with you. I want more and more and more of this. However, it's got a sort of clawy, like something to it that me and you recognise as like that flavour of just what you get. But I know what you're saying. Where
Yeah.
that actually had a cleaner finish, where like
Well, you're not
Well,
bothered.
you want more of it again. Whereas this, you go, oh, that's left a bit of it. So
That's it.
maybe I don't want any more of it.
Yeah.
I get that. I know what
Yeah.
you're saying, but I agree with you. I want this is better than that, and no, this is better than that. I want more of this all the time.
Welcome
But that's 'cause I'm
to
a beer
how how the educational scale of this podcast works. People that know what they're talking about.
more of this. Then I want more of that.
And a guy that just likes getting drunk.
But I think so this is why I wanted to do it, because I think there's a lot of people at your scale, and I think there's a lot of people at our scales, and I think it's important to bridge that gap, because I think there's also
Oh,
a
you
lot
want in
of people,
between us? Ooh, be friends.
What he's saying is he wants to bridge the gap between the thick and the educated.
That's not what I'm saying.
He says we should all be included, but you need to up your game, okay, mate? You're just gonna have to catch up.
I'll catch up.
Five.
Innocent guns,
I'm gonna find him.
Innocent guns, five.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, rating.
Oh, that's another 375 though, isn't it?
Oh, come on.
Twat.
That is a 4.
He's a twat.
That is a 4.
It's not wowed me though, is it? Because I'm
you
not. That
I'm putting it at 425, the same as that.
4. It's
So,
a.
You put that as 4.
I would put that as a 4-4 on Instagram,
442.
which would have to then be rounded up on Untappd as a 4.5,
okay.
because I don't pay for the extra.
Nobody does.
So for me, if I'm going to be accurate, it's a 4.4.
4.4 on channel
I think
4.
that's a great beer.
I think that's mint.
I think it's
nice.
so drinkable. I think, it is quite drying towards the back end. 100%
Yeah.
get that, but I'm not bothered about that.
425 in.
It's in.
Enjoying Untappd? Not really. I'll be honest.
Jason Drury, yeah.
Not really. It's fucking ruining my life.
Ruined.
Um,
Fully ruined.
But we have still technically
New level
yet
car
to
water.
wow Jason. I've got one more beer in the bag.
One more
I'm
beer.
excited for this.
I've got one more beer in the bag.
The
It's
thing
a big
is-
one.
A pastry stout.
Pastry stout.
Oh,
Big
oh,
one. My final beer to wow Jason is Neon Raptor Centaur Army. When it first came out, it was an absolute
Banger.
stormer, banger, whatever you want to call it. It's been rebrewed. This has actually been sat in my fridge now for a few months. I've been finding the right time to drink it.
Age it correctly.
Yeah, it's been aging.
It's going to be getting better.
Yeah.
Is that better? More better.
Obviously,
It's been ages.
I got it towards the back end of stout season, and then it gets to summer and it's spring, and you just don't want to drink a stout, do you?
Yeah.
Start season, yeah.
But do you know what? I am going to try to wow you with this beer.
Thank
I'm gonna
you.
Get it out.
Much appreciated.
So, let's pour.
I don't like it.
Do you know what? I'm going to start pretending to not be impressed by beers, so my friends start giving me beers. You're on a good system here, aren't you? Actually, I've cracked it. Oh, I don't like this one. Give me a better one.
I don't like it.
So
4.75 on Untappd. I don't like it.
What's the average? I'd be interested to know what the average is on Untappd for this.
ridiculous.
Have a look.
I will have a look in a second, but if that's gonna,
Have a look.
It
and
won't
don't-
sway my opinion.
Have a look and don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
The thing is, it's not going to sway my opinion because I'm that much of a knobhead.
so Jason, this is. Do you want me to read you the blurb?
Yes, please. No.
It's big, it's bold, it's back. Centaur Army was the beer you voted for last year for your 100th brew, and this is the triumphant return. This beer, with its huge malt backbone, fights the taste buds like an army of mythical beasts, armed with all the chocolate, caramel, peanut butter you could ask for. So this is
Pink wafers.
this is very similar to Yellow Belly.
Pink
So
wafers.
peanut butter, chocolate, and caramel stout.
Have you heard of this prick saying?
Pink wafers. First thing I smell is pink wafers.
My God.
Wow, pink wafer. Okay.
That is amazing.
It smells
That
good.
is just salted caramel.
Peanut butter for days, isn't it? For me, peanut butter for days.
It's that. Like,
We've all got
it's
different
that
noses.
sweet, savoury edge.
That is so
unbelievable.
enticing, isn't it?
That's unbelievable. If that tastes and that smells, I'm going to give my first 0 of 5 on Untappd.
Taste it, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'm getting like ice cream cone, pink wafer.
Oh, he's in.
Oh, now his nostrils working.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting. First taste.
No. Oh. Oh, I'm scared now.
Okay.
After that.
That's not what I was expecting.
Wow, that's so thick and gloopy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like black treacle. It's like almost licoricey. You know that like savoury, like it gets, it's there. That's where it's getting, is right back there
No, I
in
know
the
what you mean.
jowls.
In the jowls.
Like, oh.
It's reminding me of a sweet that I can't remember. And it's something you'd get from the penny tray. And that's the
Do you mean the black midget gems that were licorice instead
I
of
think
black
it's almost a bit like bonfire
No.
treacle.
Not that.
No, it's
Is it bonfire treacle that you get? It's got a bit of that. I get what you mean.
Oh, treacle toffee? Like bonfire treacle toffee?
That is really, really good. And I totally agree with you. Where from the smell,
Yeah.
that is so not what I was expecting. I wanted so much more sweetness. When I've got it, it's so like savoury.
It's a cake.
But
I was expecting a cakey
Yeah.
taste and it's not.
But I love that. I really love that. Every time I've ever tasted that, I just want to go back more.
I think with beer, like you're very lucky for the aroma to follow on
Yeah.
to the taste.
Yeah.
I think if that happens,
You're a winner.
You're a winner. It doesn't always happen. In this case, that aroma was so enticing, and you got the peanut butter a lot. But when you actually taste it, there's a lot more roastiness. There's, like you say, that treacleness when you drink it. It doesn't. The aroma doesn't match the taste. I'll accept that. That's fine. And
I
it's
don't know
not.
if it doesn't match. It's just different.
No,
I think
it
you're getting
does-
the
it
more.
does-
Come out of it more.
I think you're getting more caramel from
Yeah.
the taste.
No, from the smell.
from the smell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The
smell
get
is
more
so
peanut-
much more caramel.
No, the caramel
I get more
waffle,
peanut butter from the taste.
caramel waffle, cakey,
Oh, do you know like a
Smell.
Dutch
Stroop waffle. Yeah,
Yeah.
fruit waffle? Oh,
yeah. I smell that.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not tasting that.
but they're cinnamony, aren't they?
I'm really
There's
sorry.
no cinnamon in
like,
Stroop waffle.
I'm gonna go like absolute basic bitch, but a Magnum double. You know, a Magnum
What's
double
that?
caramel ice cream.
No, we're not judging. We don't judge on this podcast.
Oh, where you're like,
Oh, the smell.
yeah, where you're like, oh,
Is the aroma better than the taste? Is that what
Yeah.
we're saying?
Yeah.
But that's not
definitely.
to say that the taste is bad.
no, it's different. It's great.
I'm not down scoring it based on that.
I'd say if it
No,
tasted
but
like it smelled, 5 out of 5 on Untappd. But because it tastes like it tastes and not like it smells, I'm going 4.25.
I don't think the taste is that good.
I know you don't, but you're a bastard.
No, but do you not find the aftertaste isn't?
You said when
isn't-
the camera was off that you were going to give Galahad from Alden 4.75.
Yeah, that's true. I did say that off
You
camera.
said less hops. Less hops and it would be a 5.
I said take hops out of everything.
09, 12, 20. So 8 months old. Goes out of date.
Oh, shit.
Goes out of date.
Is it your fault?
Goes out of date Christmas.
All right, now.
I just can't put my finger on what that taste is because it's something I've had. Oh, it's reminiscent
Like
of
Christmas
something.
cake. It's that. It's like, it's, there's like,
Stollen? That dry
It's-
Christmas cake?
that everyone
German-
loves.
That German dry Christmas cake? No, it's not Stollen.
Let's
No,
take Christmas cake and dry it out.
I've
because
never
it's
even heard of Scotland.
Stollen.
Stollen. Yeah.
No, because Stollen's got lots of sugar and cinnamon taste. This is not gonna.
No,
this
it's not.
smells so sweet and inviting, but the actual taste of it is very sour fruits and
Oh,
And
you're getting.
dry.
Are you getting dark fruits? Dark fruits, maybe.
Strongbow.
yeah, strong dark fruits.
I
Like-
think this is fucking brilliant.
I think it's really, really nice. If I hadn't smelled it and I'm just tasting it, it's great. If it tasted like it smelled, it's perfect. Like,
And that's the thing with Yellow Belly. When you when you had it, you got that peanut butter biscuit.
Yeah.
And then when you tasted it, you were like, "This is peanut butter biscuit."
Whoa.
Yeah.
What the fuck is
the problem was
Belgian
it was-
candied syrup?
Interesting.
It's sugar syrup from Belgium.
Belgian candied syrup.
Yeah.
I think that's what's partially giving me that bitterness. No, that bitterness because of maybe a Belgian chocolate thing. Like just
What, you're angry at Belgium? What, is it a Brexit thing?
who's not fucking angry at Belgium?
How do you want me to answer that?
There you go. You see, you can't tell me who's not. So everyone is.
Corbyn? I don't know.
Oh no, Corbyn hates you.
Yeah, but for different reasons. Let's not do this. Because he's stuck in 1978.
Well.
Like
Like his dress sense.
absolutely. He's the one who taught me geography.
Yeah. Oh dear.
I'm still fuming about them Oxbow Lakes. I think we mentioned that earlier.
Oh, Jeremy Corbyn, do you like this beer?
So,
Go on, what's your best beer then?
What's your best beer then?
Bollocks!
I've seen you.
Bollocks! 5 out of 5 every time.
what did you say?
Oh, you.
Sabro! Every time! Sabro Stout, you loser! Me and Tony Benn used to drink them all the time in the 70s.
Go on then. Let's have your rating.
It's 325.
Oh, you wanker.
3, 2, 5.
Wanker.
I'm gonna get another beer out of the fridge. I've had enough of this. This is ridiculous.
325, that is abysmal.
I don't.
What is up with
He is
you?
given that 0.25 more than 4
Less.
pure.
Less. Oh no, yeah, no, he's right. No, do you not think that the taste doesn't match its smell and it should?
Your rating system is fucked, mate.
That's
It's
fucked.
It's
That is
critical,
off.
it's critical
I
to
stood
fuck.
behind your rating system earlier.
I know.
That's fucked.
Your rating system is
0.25 ahead of
fucked,
4 pure. They've found some piss.
Mate, your
and
rating
added-
system is drunk. Your rating system is drunk.
They found some piss and they put some bubbles in it, and you give that 0.25 less than that. You need to lie down.
I probably do.
Lie down.
Hi there, friends. Do you not find there's a mismatch there though?
Doesn't
Yes,
matter. But
yes.
there's
I
always
think,
a mismatch.
I think the smell is
Well, it does to
absolutely
me.
phenomenal,
That's it. Obviously does to me because
the smell's phenomenal. The beer is less than that, yet still great.
no, it ruins it for me.
Oh,
Like,
you're-
it's not that caramelly and biscuity and waffly.
You're a pessimist.
I'm not a
Do I
pessimist.
get
It's
one
real.
more beer out? Do I try
Yeah,
one
do it
more?
quick. Do it.
Try this.
Yes. Are you for real?
Yeah, I'm not digging it. I really am not digging this.
You've made me sad on the inside.
I have a little bit left. Finish that.
No, but the thing is, this is like, I think this is where I'm lost on the nuances of all these like better brewing techniques of beers. Because what have I got? 10 plus years of drinking experience on you two.
Yeah.
I've drunk a lot of fucking handbull cask and Guinness. So that skews my system. But realistically, the fact that this smells better than it tastes puts it down
But it
to
still
me.
tastes great.
It tastes good, but it doesn't taste great. If it tasted as good as it smelled, it'd be higher.
Of course.
If it
Without a
tasted as
shadow
good
of a
as it
doubt.
smelled, it'd be the
Without a
best- it'd
shadow
be the
of a
best
doubt.
thing I'd ever had in my life.
However, it still tastes great.
No. Blackcurrant. Shit blackcurrant cordial is that first hit.
Robinson's.
No, because Robinson's is quality cordial. I'm talking Happy Shopper, 1970s. That's what's coming through. It's just a weak shit concentrated fruit, like berry fruit at the front, and then it's
We
just.
aren't going to wow him. We aren't going to wow him.
That's recording, right?
I hope so. We aren't going to wow him.
But do you not get that? That first like very first hit. Just think cordial.
We aren't going to wow him. We aren't going to wow him.
You've made me feel a feeling. It's not a good one.
But
Oh my god.
do you not?
Mate, you just had that and gone shit cordial. Shit cordial, why bother?
I'm not saying why bother. I'm just being. That's what I'm tasting. My taste buds and smell could be so fucked.
So,
it's different.
just to let you know, the podcast was supposed to end on this beer. This beer was supposed to be the one that gets him.
I went down the scale.
Rate something higher than a 3.75, or even if it's.
But it smells so good. That's the stupid thing. Like,
Yeah, but it can still smell good and still taste good. The levels can still be different. I'm gonna put out.
if that tasted as it smelled, that would be higher for me.
Of course it would. Of course it would. But it still tastes good.
Right, we've got 2 options.
No,
left.
so the thing you've got to remember is a 3.5 is good for me on my scale.
He thinks his 3.5
Yeah,
is
but
4.75.
the 4 pure was a 3.25, and that was a 3.5.
Listen to me. We've got 2 options left. Option 1, he's going to pull another beer out of that fridge.
Yeah.
And you're going to rate it higher than that. Okay. Option 2, I'm going to beat you to death with that bottle of Colonel Taylor. All right.
Right, I've got one more beer.
Right.
It's a bottle of Three Fontaine.
I've never had a 3.0.
Nor have I.
It is a Belgian lambic beer. I am going to pull this out their bag.
It's Belgium though. That's
This
also
is a
on the good
lot
side.
of pressure.
If you
I
don't
do like Belgian style beers. That's a thing.
If
I
you
do.
don't like this beer, it's fine. Do you know what? It's good content.
Yeah. Content.
But content.
We're gonna go for a pee break, and we're gonna wash these glasses, and then we're gonna do the final
my
bit.
God.
The final bit.
I'm excited. The only thing that I'm like, is the ABV because where we've been.
It's irrelevant with these beers.
But this is special, isn't it?
So how many have you got though?
I've got another 4 under the stairs.
Different though.
Yeah, different blends, different years, all sorts, different styles.
Man, I got something similar.
Why do we do this on your birthday?
I got something similar from
I was supposed to. I didn't pull one out, so it's been chilling in the fridge since.
from my mate Steve when it was his wedding. I was his best man, and he got me something similar like that. And I'm like, fuck, I've kept the bottle and everything because I'm like, whoa, because you can't get it again. Like
No,
that's it. It's done.
That's it. So this
Right.
is.
Gang.
This is our last segment on this. It's as almost like a shotgun segment. We were not able to.
We can't impress Jason.
We can't impress Jason. So I have pulled out a bottle of Three Fontaine, blend 1819. Year 1819, 5.5 Oud Goose, bottled on the 15th of October 2019. So for those who don't know about Three Fontaine, go check them out. I'm not going to butcher another story.
I don't know about Three Fontaine.
They are barreled for many years, a lot of oakiness that goes involved. You'll get a lot of apple, maybe a lot of pear. They are the daddies of lambic kit, but we're going to go for it because we have not impressed Jason
you know what?
at all.
We're going to go for it because you're a bastard.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because
You've done this.
Yeah, we've not impressed Jason at all. And to be honest, we were supposed to drink this on my birthday and we never got around to it. So, do you know what? So, yes.
It isn't.
Fingers crossed. Big bottle.
Sour. Sour to death.
Yeah.
It'll be a little bit
It's
sour.
going to be
yeah.
sour.
Smell that from the cork.
This is one of them beers that I would never ever buy, and when I open, I'm like, oh god, yeah. So I did this the whole time I was in Belgium. Like, I went to Belgium. I went to Brussels for a stag.
That was close.
That nearly killed his laptop.
I went to Brussels for a stag
Yeah.
and went, thank you. Like, it's not like obviously we'll do the beer thing, but it's not really
Yeah.
my scene because that's not my flavours. And when I was there, I went, okay, I'll just fucking dig deep on this. And
Sorry.
oh fuck,
So,
that smells amazing.
Fuck.
for me, oaky, apple.
Apple,
Yeah, I'm getting
so
apple.
much.
Of
apple.
course he smells the apple.
It's the only fruit we had. Oh shit,
Ooh,
that is great.
that's clean, isn't it?
Delicious.
That's clean, and that what is that aftertaste?
Wow, sherbet. Wow.
I'm not getting sherbet.
It's like-
I'm not getting that.
Wow.
I don't even know how you do that. It's like
There's
It's
so
like-
much going on there.
it's like acidic, but without ever being too acidic. It's like that's really really good. You know when you have
tamarind.
What?
I'm getting tamarind water.
Really?
Yeah,
So you know
yeah.
when you first have is it Zot? You know that when you first have it and you go like, oh, it's like this motherfucker, this motherfucker. That's him.
Zot, yeah.
There he is.
And brews hot. With the
And you go, it's like apple cider vinegar, but without all like the middle notes of all that, without ever sort of stressing you out. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I could drink a bottle of that.
Hold on, what is it? That's 5.5. Yeah, that's an easy drink.
That's absolutely delicious. Which is not what I was expecting.
I'm getting something else. So, faint tamarind water, which is like a
I don't know how to.
well, tamarind's
I've got tamarind
that.
paste in there, by the way. We could.
So tamarind.
You're all right.
Yeah, I'm alright as well.
Well, tamarind water gives you that that sour
It's
finish.
I find tamarind quite
That's
sweet.
brilliant.
So
No, well, if you water it down, like pure tamarind,
Right.
if you get the fruit and you put it in water, which is what you normally do, that water is quite sour. And that's what I get from this at the back. But it's got everything off like a fresh cider sort of perry thing, isn't it?
it's got that appley kind of.
But none of the fruit and the sweetness.
I love that.
How are you finding the sour and the tartness? Manageable.
It's balanced. It doesn't
I
kill
love
you.
that.
It's tasty.
I really, really love it.
I like it.
It annoys me how much I love it because that's all the flavours are things that I don't like, that I avoid in beers. I'm not really into sours that much, and that
Randomly.
I'm like, I could have loads of that.
Fried curry leaf.
Fried curry leaf.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that because you know when you make a curry and you put in all the oil.
Yeah, it's tempering. Tempering the spices.
Tempering the spices. I think it's got a bit of that going on. I get
Yeah.
what you mean. So I like to use mustard seeds a lot when I'm cooking.
Yeah,
curry.
so it's a mustard seed. It's tempered mustard seeds and curry leaf, which
I don't know
So-
curry leaf. I know mustard
No, I get
seeds.
what he means. I
But
get what
do
he
you
means.
know,
I get it in the aroma. I don't get
Yeah.
it in the taste, but I get
No,
what you
I
mean.
I
man.
taste
oh
it a
my
little
God,
bit.
I've never ever realised until you've said that now.
You smell it, don't you?
That is mad.
You smell it.
I do.
Yeah.
It's oil and
Yeah.
curry leaves. Mad.
One day we'll have to fry some
Oh
up
my
and-
God.
And you smell it and you'll know it and you'll get a memory of
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that bit.
But there's something else.
So can you deal with the sourness?
I love that.
There isn't a major sourness.
You don't get
there.
that. I get that in the back.
You
But
know,
it's-
like it's sour. That is sour as fuck. But it never crosses the line to being like. Do you know what I mean? It hits 8 out of 10 of those notes, and then just backs down. Where you're like, kind of what makes you want to just have more of it. That is,
It's lovely.
you could put that whole bottle in front of me and I'd drink that. I love that. That's banging.
What's your rating?
You fucking dare. You fucking dare.
I can honestly say that is a 4. 100%.
It's got to be a 425.
Are you putting a 4?
Yeah.
It's
Put a 4 at least.
For me, I can go higher with different styles. That is a 4 for me. But for it to be a 4 for you,
That is for something that I thought might be one way. Where sours, I'm not a fan of sours.
no.
This-
But it's not sour.
No.
It's
No,
got-
it has a
all
peak,
of
it
the-
drops right off, and then there's flavours that I like in
It's
it.
got all of the peaks of a sour
Yeah.
that you want, but without any of the harshness of it.
But it's got a lot of flavours that I like.
Yeah.
So are we saying lambics is the style?
This is ticked a lot of boxes.
So that is a style. Is Gers.
Gers, yeah.
Gers is a blend of different. What is it? It's a blend of different lambic
oaky
beers.
barrels, yeah. So it's been settling in oaky barrels for
5 different barrels.
5 different barrels, wow.
From 6 different brews.
This is one of them where you're allowed to feel like a wine wanker.
Yeah.
While drinking beer.
100%.
Where you can go like, oh yeah, and have out of this lovely little glass and just be like, and feel a bit sophisticated with it.
It is fucking Moorish.
It's great. Absolutely great.
Absolutely fine.
That is...
I'm not had anything for it for a long time.
If that's a 4 out of 5
nice.
to you instead of whatever the fuck you said, then I don't know what it takes to get above that actually. Because I understand the complications with that, but it'd
have to absolutely
really good.
wow me to death. It'd have to put me on my horse.
Jeff Bezos has to take it to space, doesn't he? So.
Well, yeah, you know, Amazon brew in space in the.
So I would be satisfied if he bought me a can of Punk IPA and then paid his taxes.
Ooh, controversial.
Fuck off.
You're giving this a 4.
I'll give,
Upgrading it to a 4.25? No?
No.
I'm putting it on Untappd as a 4.5.
4.5.
Well, what's the average on Untappd?
4.14, I think.
Is it? For me, I
Barcode.
really enjoyed it. I can't go higher than that.
4.16.
The thing with it is, we're drinking it and we're saying that this is this style of beer, but everything in this glass, it looks like a beer, but nothing tastes beerish.
I think this is so far away from your average beer.
But it doesn't taste like a beer.
Yeah, it's.
That's the thing.
And that's the thing.
That's why I like it.
If
It's something different.
If I gave this, you did that comparison before. If I gave this to my dad now,
He'd be like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? He'd have a sip and he'd be like, his teeth would go to the back of his gob.
What have you given me this vinegar shit for?
Yeah, what are you giving me this? This isn't beer.
No.
But technically, with the way that it's brewed and the way that it's managed over the course of however many barrels that it's been in,
It's
and
a beer.
whatnot, it is a beer, and you've got to credit that.
And it's light. It doesn't linger. It's clean. It has that sharp sour, and then those like.
How are you coping with the oakiness? Because there's a lot of I always find there's a lot of oakiness.
See, I'm not getting that. I'm getting that that tempered spice. That's what I get. And the thing is, I enjoy that flavour, so I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that spice tempe. I think that's what swayed it, because when I drink sours, I think, how the fuck's this a beer? Because it is just, we've just made this sour, it makes your fucking teeth curl. And you're like, this isn't a beer. Because it hasn't got any of the normal hallmarks, like, off drinking a beer. Everything we've had tonight, if you give any of those to someone that has ever drunk any beer, they would understand that's the type of beer. If you gave those people this and said, oh, that's a beer as well.
No, they won't agree. I think
No.
it's more towards the cider side.
Yeah.
But it is brewed like a beer at the end of the day. So.
It's a beer.
Yeah.
It's brewed like a beer. It's technically a beer. But it's nice. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, so let's wrap it up there. I think we got there in the end. I had to pull a 3 Fontaine out the bag in order to get there, but we got there in the end. So let us know what you think in the comments.
Yeah.
Do you think?
I loved it.
Yeah. Do you think Jason was harsh? Do you think some of these beers deserve to be a little bit higher than he scored? But this is why we're here. You know, at the end of the day, like, we're all at different scales. We're all at different journeys.
We're all subjective.
We're all subjective.
Drinking's drinking.
And
We
we're
all
just
have different
drinking beer.
palates.
It's all good.
But
Cheers.
cheers.
Thanks for having me, lads.
Yeah.
And
Really enjoyed myself.
Arron.
Like the beer stuff, then do mash.beer. That's an Instagram thing that I do with my friend James. If you like the sound of my Geordie twang, then I do a podcast with my friend Greg where we watch Friends and then tell you how shit it is. And that's called Pals Watch Friends. It's a lot of fun. Thanks. Thanks. Thanks.
Don't forget to...
Like, share and subscribe.
Yep, peace out.
2/3 One Podcast.